Hello everybody, Damascus the Fox here, and today I will be reviewing this guy right here. This is the Cold Steel Luzon Large. This is the big boy version of this massive liner lock flipper. Let's look at that, just take that in. Oh, yeah, so big. Okay, let's get started with the specs, as usual. I like specs, don't you? Yeah, you do. Alright, length on this beast. Okay, we're coming in at overall length at... Sorry, I got a notification on my phone, and I was like, what the hell? Okay, overall length, we're coming in a little bit over... Well, a little over 13 inches. So this thing is over a foot long. Yeah, about, I would say 13 and a quarter. That's pretty cool. 13 and a quarter. And the overall blade length... Above, I would say 6 and a quarter, and the cutting edge is about 6 inches. So that's a lot of cutting edge for a knife, you know. It's a lot of cutting edge. Okay, weight on this guy. I can tell you right now, this guy's light for the size, lightweight. But let's see how light. You don't want to take my word for it. You need facts. Hello to you too, scale. And we're on ounces? Yes, we are. 9.15. It's actually quite a bit of ounces. It's not 10. Let me see. I'm gonna get a kind of a difference on that. Okay, so this guy is 14 ounces. So this guy, he weighs about somewhere around 5 less ounces. So yeah, just something to think about. Okay, let's move this scale out of the way. There we go. See you later, scale. Size comparison on my Luzon. Let's start off with Spyderco Tenacious. Oh, dang it, I did it again. I was going to clean it, and I didn't clean it again for another video. What is the matter with me? Don't answer that. You'll make me feel bad. Just kidding. Answer it all you want. It's good for the algorithm. Yeah. So, obviously this guy is much larger than both of these guys. Let's see, is it much larger than both of these guys combined? Nope. I know that was kind of weird, but I felt like it. The Tenacious, the entire length of the Tenacious is basically the length of the handle. And same pretty much goes for the Para 3. So, that's pretty interesting, in my opinion. I'm definitely going to clean this guy. I swear I'm going to clean this guy after this video. I will clean it. Do that every week on every video. Oh, I got to clean my Para 3. Oh, I forgot to clean my Para 3 every video. I love the Para 3. This is the Wee Banter. And the Benchmade Freak. Super Freak. And as usual, yep. Small, big. Just busting right through these size comparisons because we all know the Luzon is huge. Feldspar small. CJ Alt B. Feldspar full sized. And geez, that sounded bad. Yep. So obviously longer. This one's actually longer than the handle, but this one is basically the length of the blade. So yeah, interesting. And last but not least, I have to always put it up against the Cold Steel Espada Small. I'm really lucky to actually have this one. You cannot find this, and this is not the small. This is medium. Literally, this is hard to find. I got it at their parking lot sale of October the year before that, 2019. Um, yeah. So, and then this is the Spada XL, and obviously the Spada wins because Spada. But it is bigger than the medium. This is the large Luzon 2. So yeah, this is still quite a big knife for a medium. And this will be the last size comparison. I just think that this kind of feels a little necessary to do in my size comparison. If we're going to be doing the Luzon large, got to show you how the small goes up against it. So yeah. Actually, this is the medium. I'm sorry. I keep doing that. It just looks like a small to me. I think a medium would have been right here, maybe. Maybe here. I don't know. I guess this is quite not really that small of a knife. So let me just show you. This is the full-size feldspar. So yeah, the full-size feldspar is not as slender, but this guy is longer, so I guess that what makes it a medium, and this is just a full-size. And then the small feldspar right there, boom, much smaller than even this guy. I think it's just probably because it's so slender it looks like a small to me. But yeah, this is the medium. There's no small Luzon, only large and medium. So there you go, nice comparison. Have fun with that. All right. I apologize for that. Had a call. Okay, we're on. Where were we? I lost my train of thought. We're on height. All right, height. This guy is going to be pretty high in your pocket, as you can see, up against the Para 3 and Tenacious. Yeah. So right there, you got these two little nubs sticking out. So it makes it ride much higher than the Para 3. So as you can see, you can have those two nubs in your pocket. So yeah, just be careful of anything that can snag on these in your pocket. So I'll show you guys this guy. Yeah. So if you thought the Para 3 was kind of high, Luzon higher. Width. Show you the width against the Para 3. It is quite thick, as you can see. Quite thick with those thick liners and pretty thick scales. And the liners are not countersunk into the scales, so they're just hanging out right there where the liners are in the scales. So yeah, that's what makes it pretty thick. And then on blade thickness, see that? Starts off, I mean, these edges have been chamfered, so it does make it look little kind of slender, but it's pretty much the same thickness as this, but this tapers down to a much slender point, where this guy tapers down to a nice swedge grind right here, and at the tip gets a little bit bigger for that extra strength. It's a really nice swedge grind. Yeah, so do with that information what you will. Next up, price on this guy. You can buy this big blade for at Cold Steel, their website, particularly for $69.99, or on Blade HQ for $48.74, or if you go to Knife Center, it is $39.95. So depends on who has it in stock and how much you're willing to pay. It's not too bad of a price. This is a pretty fair budget knife for what you get. You know, it's pretty big, so that's a pretty good price, I would say. Decent price, yeah. Now, cut test on this guy. See, I forgot my papers. I think this is good enough. Yeah. Now, I have used this knife, sort of, on my last video. I used it to cut some plastic bottles and stuff. So it's seen a decent amount of use, but nothing truly crazy, so it should still be pretty sharp. But let's find out. Hold still, paper. Yeah, it's still pretty sharp, I would say. Puncture. Yep. That's cold steel. They make their things nice and sharp. Now, a little bit more, just general information on this guy. The steel is HCR 13 MOV, which my experience with HCR 13 MOV, nothing really, fancy or amazing, whatever, but it will suit just basic cutting tasks. And I have also noticed that HCR 13 MOV, it might just be me. I am no pro sharpener by any means. But HCR 13 MOV tends to not take an edge very well. You can get it sharp, but it never feels like truly razor. I've tried to get HCR 13 MOV sharp. I mean, a few times. I mean, I shouldn't really say like every time. On my Kershaw Brawler, I tried to get it sharp. It just wouldn't take an edge very well, and getting it razor sharp was very difficult. I got a good edge on it, just fine, but nothing super superb, So HCR 13 MOV, it's a fine steel, fine budget steel. Just if you like the knife, get it. It's going to suit your purposes. You're not going to I mean, HCR 13 MOV is not going to win any rewards, but it's fine. So yeah, this is also made, as you can see right there, in China. So this is a Chinese-made knife by Cold Steel. And the handle scales right here, they are GFN, so glass-filled nylon, which is very durable, and it's very comfortable as well. Feels very comfortable in hand. I like that. It's also, these scales are inspired by bamboo, so they're made in the style to look kind of like bamboo. So it's actually pretty cool looking. It actually makes it really nice and look quite snazzy, if I do say so. It has a lanyard hole, so you can put your lanyard on it if you wish to do so. It has a plastic pocket clip, and I believe that Cold Steel will warranty these pocket clips no matter how they break. Don't quote me on that, but I thought I heard that from somewhere, that they will replace these pocket clips if they break because they're plastic. They're not metal. But it works so far, and it's nice and fat and thick, so it does stay on your pocket. I mean, it is kind of clunky, and it will run right about there. So that much is about going to stick out. Let's see. Yeah, right around here. So you're going to have that sticking out. And yeah, so it's kind of thick, so it will be kind of more noticeable in your pocket, but it is black, so if you're wearing black pants, it will be a little bit more hidden, but at least it's nice and thick, so you're not going to lose your knife. Yeah, if it fits pretty good, it goes in and out of the pocket very easily, which is also really nice. It's also inspired by, what was it called? A ballet song style, so this is kind of like, in that realm. Lynn Thompson, he was inspired by ballet songs to make this kind of like that in a way, but more like a legal alternative if you're not allowed to carry a ballet song. But still, I'm no lawyer. Check your knife laws. I know nothing about law. Yeah. Besides that, some laws are stupid. That's the extent of my knowledge. But yeah, it's supposed to be in kind of like that style of a ballet song, but in a flipper, which is really cool. So yeah, I like that. Even though this is HCR 13 MOV, Cold Steel does a really great job on their heat treat. So it's heat treated to a Rockwell of 57 through 58, which is pretty cool. It's pretty nice. It also has this leaf spring lock, So it's like a liner lock, but they call it a leaf spring because it's huge, and you can feel it. It definitely feels like a leaf spring. It comes out with authority, flips very nice, and it has this external safety lock. So you just engage that, brings a little bar of metal, very simple but effective. Little bar of metal brings it all the way up to the leaf spring, and it will not disengage that lock. So if you're somebody who likes a little bit more security for your hands around a liner lock, then this will definitely suit your purposes or suit your needs for that extra level of safety, which Cold Steel is really good at. It's always keeping your hands safe. So, which is pretty cool. I really like that. Got a nice fuller, so you like that. Right there, you got these thumb studs that also act as stop pins, which is also cool. It does not obstruct too much of your cutting edge, so you cut here, and you're going to run over here, so it's not really going to obstruct you anyway, so that's no problem. This will gather kind of dust and gunk, so just clean that out. And the cool thing about this, you got your flipper tab, but the reason why it has this thing right here in the front is that it can catch your pocket. So let's see if I can show you on my hand. I doubt I will. I'll just give you a lame demonstration. So you have your pocket seam right here. You pull it out of your pants like this, and yeah, the back of your pocket, it'll snag that. And when it snags that, it'll come flying open as you bring it out of your pocket, so you can deploy as you pull it out, which is awesome feature. It's super fun to do that. And this is also a a flat grind with a clip point blade, and I love clip points. It always looks just so fierce, So, yeah, really, really cool. And I really like this knife. I really like the feel of it and everything. It's got a nice little, like, semi-choil right here. I mean, you can't put your finger right here. It's a little skinny here, kind of goes big here. So, but, I mean, it's comfortable, actually. Not too bad. And it has a lot of gripping positions. So you can go here for more reach, or you can choke up for more control. So, hit my camera, or my tripod, actually. So you can actually carry this in many different areas, and it is comfortable in every spot. It is very comfortable to carry or hold, which is really nice. So I think this guy really works. And let me try out the thumb stud. Really works nice. Now, in my opinion, this guy is a little bit smoother, and the D10 is not as tight as the medium. It feels a little tight on the medium, so you do have to put a lot more pressure, in my opinion. So if you first get this one and you're going to just like press it, it's going to hurt, especially if you do flat down, because it goes into like a little narrow point, so it feels like it's like puncturing your finger. So you definitely want to go on the top and not push it in. You want to, I mean, kind of obvious, but whatever. And just like do it with authority, because if you do it light, it's not really going to be very comfortable. But that might just be me, but it will loosen over time. When I first got it, it was very tight, but now it's a little bit better now. But this one, the D10 on this one feels a little tighter than this one. But I just thought I should mention that, just to point that out. And yeah, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws and the pivot screw. So quite a few screws to keep an eye on. So yeah, and you got this nice little nice backspacer right there, which is also pretty cool. Let me see, give you one last thing to look at. See if we can see it in there. Not sure if you can see it. This guy is running on phosphor bronze washers. But you know what? I don't want to be. Let me get a better look in there. My hair is getting in the camera. Oh, I don't think that's bearings. Yeah, I believe that's phosphor bronze. Well, I did it off camera. I'm sorry about that. You see that in there? Yeah. So, I hope my video was helpful and informative. And I hope you enjoyed that. Because this is a really cool knife. Boom. Yeah. Alright, well, I hope you liked this video, and if you like more knife and EDC related content, check out my other videos. And remember to subscribe, because I post every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and there'll be more knives and more videos in the future. Thank you again for watching, and have a fantastic day. Bye.